what exactly what exactly am I supposed to feel when I read My Hero Academia? Okay, like I'm gonna be 100% transparent right now. The way I digest My Hero Academia is in the same vein of series like Bleach, Fairy Tail, Black Clover. Just shit like that. Yeah, series where I like I like the comedy. I like a handful of the characters. I like their abilities. I like the fights. I overall enjoy the series. There's very few bad things. And I think that things that I think that are objectively bad about the series. That very few things I think that are just objectively bad, but at the same time, that doesn't make the series amazing. You can have some. You can watch something and start to finish, you'd be like, wow, that was good. That was entertaining. That was fun. It was nice. It was well written. It was all that jazz. That don't make it a 10 out of 10. It can be the most well written, well paced story ever with believable character arcs, and it actually could be a solid 6. That don't make it a 10 out of 10. It don't make it amazing. It don't make it spectacular. It makes it good. Good is good. Amazing is amazing. Bad is bad. That's why they're different words. They mean different things, right? That's why. So, My Hero is one of those series where when I read it, what am I supposed to feel? I've said time and time again, My Hero is fantastic for those feelings of motivation, inspiration, right? You can watch Uraraka fight Katsuki, and you can root for her because you just want her to be the best version of herself, right? You can watch Sun Eater try his hardest against 3 guys because you just want him to be the best version of himself. You want him to succeed and pull through, like you should with any hero. Yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? It's just like on Black Clover when Asa says, not giving up is my magic. Every time he says, I'm like, hell yeah. And he does something, and he keeps going, and he does it for the Black Bulls. And you're like, fuck yes. And it hypes you up, and it pumps you up, and you feel good that he accomplished his goal. What else? You see what I'm saying? That don't make the series bad now. I'm just saying, what else do you feel after that? Even in Black Clover, when they were fucking kidnapping children and sucking the life out of them, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, oh shit, look, the kidnapping kid. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that don't make it bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not evoking emotion out of me. Not a lot. But why is that? Why is that? Well, and I guess one parallel I could bring, if I just bring it back to the real world, spoiler alert, a lot of people, main problem with Batman v Superman was that when Superman died, it didn't have no weight behind it because he's only been in 2 movies, and you couldn't really resonate with it because it just didn't take enough time. And not only was he he was only in 2 movies, but he was like barely in the second movie he was in. So like you couldn't really get behind the idea of like, oh, we're sad now because Superman's dead. It's just like in My Hero. I can apply that over but just like remember when Night Eye died. Dude, when Night Eye died, what was I supposed to feel? I didn't give a shit. I was like, oh, he's dead? Oh, okay. He died. I was like, oh, all right. That guy's dead. Didn't we just meet him like 6 chapters ago? He's dead. Okay. Like, what am I supposed to feel? Why am I supposed to resonate with that? You didn't get you didn't get me. And that's what I'm saying. My Hero goes by so quickly that it fails. It always fails to get me because I'm just like, I don't. I understand what happened. You just didn't make me care. And it doesn't make your series bad, but that's why I refer to it as fluff. Right? Like take if I was to go back to the whole Superman thing, a movie that did it right. Take the Dark Knight trilogy. At the end of the third film, Batman dies. When I saw that in theaters for the first time, I was with my dad and my brother. I literally broke down. right? I was like, holy shit, he was flying away with the nuke. And before it even blew up, I was just tearing up because I was like, oh my God, Batman's gonna die. Batman's gonna die. Like you really cared. At least I did, because I just finished watching 3 movies. And you see this insane man struggle to protect his city, and I felt for it. At the end of Batman v Superman, as big of a Superman fan as I am, and I'll tear up watching a Justice Superman movie or whatever. I was watching Batman v Superman, I was like, huh, Superman just died. Okay. Not that I don't like Superman, not that I like the movie. I was just like, all right, well, Superman just died. Was I supposed to feel something about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that. It's that instance. It's like, it doesn't matter if what you write makes sense or if it's well written. Did you grab me? Did you get my heart? Like, did you? There's a lot of times when I read One Piece, without even trying, I have no intention to, but it'll just hit you, and or me at least. It'll hit me, and I'm just like, God damn, what the fuck is happening right here? You know what I mean? Like, and it's not. And I'm just reading, and I'm just seeing what's going on. I'm like, oh no, like the chapter with Pound. I remember, and here's the difference between people. I have a brother who has a child, right? He has a child. He has a daughter. That chapter with Pound, when he died or whatever. I remember reading that chapter and be like, damn. I remember going like, damn, right? Like, damn. I was just looking at it, and it was kind of somber. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate, right? And that's about all they got out of me. And my brother read that, and he broke down. He broke down crying because he saw a dude who never even got to meet his child or his grandkid give his life for his child and his grandkid, right? And I guess to that aspect, he resonated. It's all about resonation. I didn't resonate with that, but I did feel for the dude. I'm like, damn, man, fuck, they don't even know you saving their life. I said, sure. But it didn't evoke emotion out of me. A lot of time when I read my hero, there's no emotion coming. When Night Eye died, no emotion. I was like, I didn't understand what the fuck I was supposed to feel. The whole the Todoroki family abuse thing. What am I supposed to feel with that? I don't even remember. I could be wrong about this, and this could be a moot point, but I'm trying to think. Let me think to this fight with Deku and Todoroki. I don't even remember seeing Shoto get abused. I remember being told it happened. I remember Shoto reacting to it. Oh, I'll never use your flame. I don't use my mom's ice, even though his mom was the one who hurt him or whatever. But that's it. I only remember it being told it happened. I don't remember seeing it happen. I remember being told it happened. So now when I'm looking at fucking Endeavor's kids yelling at them and shit, I'm like, fuck these kids. Because I don't know what happened to him. I know they don't like him, but I didn't see anything that happened to him. What I have seen though, I've seen Endeavor from the start of this series be kind of like maybe like wishy-washy, whatever. Here, you don't know how you feel about him. The guy's kind of an asshole, but then you see Nomu's attacking the city. Like I'm talking about when the Stain incident happened. You see Nomu's are attacking the city, and this one guy's like, Endeavor, what are you doing here? You're a number 2 hero, and Endeavor's like, isn't it obvious? I'm a hero. And I'm like, damn, it's kind of hard to hate this guy now, right? So, because Endeavor he's a hero. So then you see him fight this other Nomu with like 6 fucking quirks. He gives his all, and he finally defeats him. And you're like, fuck yeah, Endeavor, right? Because I know you. I've seen you. Endeavor's kids come into the fray, and they start bitching and moaning at him. They're yelling at him. And I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Am I supposed to feel for you? Am I supposed to feel like Endeavor's the bag, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? Because I kind of hate you guys for jumping down Endeavor's throat because you refuse to accept the fact that he's trying to be a better man. And I can see Endeavor trying to be a better man. I didn't see Endeavor abuse you. So how can I feel for you? See, this is what I'm coming from. Now, granted, I realize this could be vastly different from other people. Because I remember in that stream, Roger's stream, people were saying that the Todoroki family situation, they felt was better handled than the Vinsmoke family situation. And my only thing to that, I can say, at least for the Vinsmoke family situation, at least I seen Sanji get abused. I seen his brother beat his ass. I seen his sister want to help him, but inevitably just don't help him because she don't want to get abused. So that's even more fucked up. I seen his dad ignore the fact that his brothers were abusing him and shit. His dad locked him in a cage, put a mask on him, and at the end of it all, Sanji fucking was pulling a fucking knife on him, was like, yo, dude, I'm running away, I'm escaping, don't try to stop me. And his dad was like, I don't care. Go ahead. You do me a favor. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, how old were you? Like 8, 9 years old? I couldn't imagine going through all that in the first 8 years of my life. I seen that happen. So when I see that happen to Sanji, and I see the only person who cared about him was his mom, and she died, and I see all of this happen to him, I can feel it more. Because I've been looking at this for like the last 6, 7 chapters, I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand. I get it. Oh, okay, yeah. So then when you look at this flashback, and then at the end of it all, you see with Sanji thinking about Zeph, up until the point Sanji left. That's one thing I liked. If you go read that chapter again, Zeph always called Sanji like an eggplant or like a little shit or something like that, right? The only time he ever called him Sanji was when he left. He said, Sanji, don't catch a cold. That's why he was like, that's why he broke down crying. He was like, oh my God, I'm leaving my fucking dad. You can get me with that because I understand what's happening because I've seen it. When you just talk about something, you kind of lose me. And that's the problem with My Hero. Either it just talks about it or it just goes through it so quick that it doesn't catch me. Now, it doesn't catch me. And I guess that's the overall point I'm making. That's why I asked, what do you feel when you read My Hero? Because when I read My Hero, you know what I feel? Sometimes I feel inspired. I feel motivated. I feel hype. I feel giddy, ready for the next fight. Like, ooh, I can't wait to see what this person can do. But never do I feel sad. I've never felt sad watching My Hero. I've never felt like confused or hurt just reading what's happening. You know, watching fucking all of the O'Haras get wiped out just for having some fucking books. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never felt that. Like, I've never, I've never just been brought to, like, watching, like, a fucking ship get burned and been brought to genuine tears. You know what I mean? Dude, I can't even go back and watch the fucking opening for the Marineford arc because if I see how hard the Whitebeard pirates are fighting in the opening trying to save Ace's life, only to realize that they will inevitably fail to save Ace's life, it's just gonna hurt my feelings. It's gonna make me upset. I mean, not upset. It's gonna make me sad, like genuinely sad. My Hero never. I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me be objective. I'm trying to think of one time My Hero invoked genuine sadness out of me. No, it doesn't. Even with the main character, biggest plight at the beginning of the series, not so much anymore, but like his biggest plight, it's like he wanted to be a hero. That was it. I don't have a quirk. I want to be a hero. My world is destroyed. I heard people say that was really sad. And then, like, they really felt for Deku. And I was like, what? To me, he sounded like a little girl. To me, I was like, go get over it. Go get a job. Like, to make some money. You know how many people have quirks that aren't heroes? Like, get over it. Like, he didn't grab me. Now, granted, that was the beginning of the series. But, so there wasn't a lot of time to develop that. So either you fell for that or you didn't. But I didn't feel for it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you feel when you read My Hero Academia? Because I mostly feel series of excitement or joy. So, like, when these deep moments come, these deep ones come, like Night Eye dying. Endeavor and his family, like, trying to reconcile. You know, when stuff like this happens, and it flies right over my head, or even Eri being fucking abused, beyond abuse. Eri got broken down and remade over and over and over again because Chisaki was an asshole. Tragic, sure, but what am I supposed to feel when I read this? I just met this character. I literally just met her. Like, I literally just met her. You know what I mean? Like, I just... Now, I will say, because I get it, she's a kid and it's tragic. Oh, he's hurting a kid. Sure, but like, I don't know. I am a very jaded and cynical person, so I will say maybe if you could read My Hero and it evokes more emotion out of you, you're probably just more of a more sensitive person than I am, because a lot of my homies tell me I'm a sociopath. And I looked at the definition, and a sociopath is somebody that has like a complete disregard for other people. And I was like, pretty much other people and their problems and their, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of hits the nail on the head to a certain extent. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some truth in that statement, but I don't feel anything. And I think the reason why One Piece evokes these emotions out of me, one, because we spend a lot more time with the individual thing that's happening, but two, because it's so fucking extreme. Like, the things that happen in One Piece, will never fucking happen. Like, My Hero does its best to closely mimic, I want to say, or yeah, imitate, I would say, our world, as far as like character motivations, personalities, or just or backstories and stuff like, or just stuff that's happening. You know, it's very believable. I don't want to say realistic, probably like more like grounded. Like, even like when you go to like Gento and his whole character arc about how he wanted to be a hero and society turned his back on him because he wasn't good enough. You know, it's some like it's more grounded as opposed to like, well, One Piece, everything's like, it's such an extreme exaggeration of what happens in the real world to the point where it's just fucking extreme. It's extreme exaggerations of shit that happens. Like Ace's mom being pregnant for fucking 20 months and shit. Come on, man. It's extreme. But that extremity, for One Piece at least, is what draws that out of me. It's what draws that emotion out of me. That One Piece is one of the very few series I can do. I've read a lot of manga. Most of the sad stuff in Naruto didn't fucking faze me. I looked at it, I was like, what was the one thing? Let me see. There's got to be at least something in Naruto. Because I remember everything that happened. So I'm trying, something that just made me genuinely, it was like, oh wow, that was very, very sad. I just couldn't take it. Gaara's backstory. Maybe. When his caretaker tried to kill him, and I was the only person that ever cared about him. Maybe. Because I was fucked up beyond belief. I have to really think about it. I don't know, and that might just be me now. Because I've been watching Naruto since I remember I was in middle school. I remember being in the 6th, 7th grade. I remember, I was in the 7th grade when Hinata and Neji had their fight on Toonami. I remember correctly. So I can't remember how I felt back then. I'm just thinking about right now. If I think about it, Gaara's backstory is really, really fucked up. It's like, it's a very fucked up situation. It could kind of get to me. But outside of that, it's not like a lot of stuff that happens. So I'm just like, you know, same thing with Bleach, or like a Fairy Tail, or a lot of these popular battle manga, because these mangas' main focus are the battles. One Piece 2 is all about the fights in One Piece 2, but Oda has this style of storytelling that he can write genuinely sad, genuinely heartbreaking, genuinely tragic shit, driven to extremes, but it's all around tragic, and that's what resonates with me. Like I said, I guess if you just get these emotions evoked out of you from My Hero, maybe you're just more of a sensitive person than I am. That's not a bad thing. It's not even an insult, because I said at the beginning of this video, I'm very fucking jaded and cynical. So if you probably think I'm like, you probably think in your head you don't want to be anything like me. You don't want, and cool. I wouldn't want to be like you, because if I read My Hero and that shit brought me to tears, I want to shoot myself. That's just what it is, man. It's and the reason that's why I refer to My Hero as fluff, because I like the characters, I like their abilities. I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna keep reading it because it's good. There's nothing inherently bad about My Hero Academia. Very few things are bad about it. It's just nothing's amazing about it, right? Like, that's the reason why I say words have definitions for meaning. Something could be good, something could be expertly written, very little flaws in it. That'll make it a 10 out of 10. It just means it wasn't objectively bad. It doesn't mean, you know, it was fucking amazing. Something can have flaws in it and be a 10 out of 10 because of how you resonate with it. Truly, My Hero, really, if I want to get to it, My Hero is like a lot of these MCU movies that come out lately, like these superhero films. Great films, great acting, great stories, great effects, great action scenes. But these movies are light. You're just watching the shit happen just because it's entertaining to watch it. That's the only reason you look at it, right? You know what I mean? That's it. It's not like these movies is taking you out of it and you're stepping back and you're getting these introspective looks on the world and yourself and shit. No, that doesn't happen because it's fluff. You look at it just to look at it. That's what My Hero Academia is, at least for me. It's light work. Oh, this was a long video. I'm gonna cut it right here. It's your boy Sophus, Hell Hydra.